Bam. My peoples, you already know what it is. Welcome to Box Center. I'm your host, JSmiff. And we're going to talk boxing. That's what we do. That's what we do. Tszyu versus Bakhram Murtazaliev. Whoa. Whoa. That's how I got to start that off with. Obviously, there really wasn't anyone who expected this type of outcome. So we got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about it. Murtazaliev turned out to be someone who most of us were not following up on. He was, to most of us, he was flying under the radar. To most of us, flying under the radar. We don't really know him like that. Me personally, I had only seen highlights, which don't really give you a good idea of how good someone is, because when you're watching a highlight, you're watching them doing their thing. So that's different. I would say, this Saturday is my first time watching Bakhram Murtazaliev, and wow, the guy can fight. I knew that he was tall and rangy and that he had power. Obviously, he has a high knockout ratio, but he can fight. He obliterated Tszyu. So he's for real, man. I'm wondering who's gonna step up and challenge him next. The 154 division is officially sizzling. Okay, Bakhram Murtazaliev, you know, automatically changed the dynamics of the division, because you see what he did. He's already a player in the game. Like, now he's gonna be taken serious by everyone. He's no longer flying under the radar. I can tell you right now, Bakhram Murtazaliev, after that performance, after that beating he gave Tszyu, that's it. He's not flying under the radar anymore. I'm a fan of his. Tell you that right now. I'm a fan. I'm already following him on IG, and I want to see what he's gonna do next. I'm interested. I said to a couple of people that I would like to see Boots. If he's gonna move up to 154, he's the IBF champion at welterweight. So if Boots moves up to 154, I don't know if the IBF will get him a mandatory slot for that title. But Bakhram Murtazaliev versus Jerome Boots Ennis, I like that matchup. I love that matchup, matter of fact. So you're gonna see me talking about that one. Saludos, Jose. So let's see how it plays out. But like I said, man, Bakhram Murtazaliev, he's for real. That's it. I saw what I needed to see to know that he's for real. Facts. Now the way the fight played out, man, that was crazy. It was surreal to watch. Number one, yo, a third round stoppage, like, and it's not like it was a competitive fight, and in the third round he landed a big shot and stopped him. No, 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 no. First of all, he was aggressive from the first round, put hands on Tim, like was beating him up from the first round. Then comes the second round. Yo, Background dropped Tszyu 3 times, if I'm not mistaken, in the second round. And right before the bell rang, or in the last few seconds of the round, he dropped him. And Tszyu, like, he looked like he needed the fight to be stopped right then and there. I guess they wanted to give him, the the benefit of the doubt. That's because his legs was shaky. The look in his eyes, he looked like a deer in a headlight. I was shocked that the ref allowed it to continue and let him go to his corner. And you know that he was hurt when even after the ref allowed him to go to his corner to begin the third round, the doctor stepped in the ring and he took a very close look at Tszyu. You know, looked at his eyes, made him look around, made him walk left and right before allowing the fight to continue. And I was like, oh man, they should not have let this go. But I guess they wanted to give him the benefit of the doubt. And Bakhram Murtazaliev proceeded to put the Swiss beats on Tszyu in that third round, which you could see it, yo. Tim had no legs under him. Like, there was no need for that third round. But it played out that way, and Tim took a horrible beating. I feel bad, because you know how it is in boxing these social media days where as soon as you lose, you get discredited. You're a bum, you're a hype job. I already seen those posts today. And Tim is going to be discredited until he's able to, come back and do something, beat someone, for people to now say, okay, look, he beat somebody. Now, this is a tough loss that he just took. And bouncing back is not going to be easy because this type of loss is physical and mental. You're affected both ways real bad. Physically, Tim is going to be hurting for a while from all those shots he took. He's going to be in pain, or at least taking pain medications. He's going to be hurt. And then mentally, after being just brutally beat up like that, it's tough. It's tough. So, saludos, Cristi. So I want to see if he's able to, make it happen. Is he going to be able to bounce back from adversity and show out? I don't know. We have to find out. But like I said before, man, Bakhram Murtazaliev is in the building. That's it. He's a major player at the 154 division because he's a champion. So he should have been a major player based on the fact that he's a champion. However, we have to consider the fact that most of us didn't really know him. He's a guy who was overlooked. No longer. That's it. Now we know who he is. And we want to see who's going to try to fight him next. That's all I'm saying. Cristi Gutiérrez, mira, te voy a enseñar algo. Aquí tenemos un canal nuevo que es 100% en español. Y ese canal es de deportes exclusivamente. Entonces lo voy a buscar por aquí para enseñártelo. Es un canal nuevo, tiene pocas suscripciones. Déjame enseñarte. Mira, este canal se llama JPAW TV Productions. Míralo aquí. Mira. Mi gente, suscríbanse a ese canal. Ese canal es de deportes y es 100% en español. Esta semana yo estuve en un club muy prestigioso de la República Dominicana, Amaprosan, y tienen ¿cómo le digo? Un evento en cuanto le llaman Semana Deportiva. Y ahí se hace en este club natación, se hace tenis, softball, se hacen muchos deportes. Y yo estuve con el compañero mío, legendario periodista dominicano, Paulino Pérez. Estuvimos por allá captando imágenes, haciendo videos. Así que suscríbanse a ese canal, mi gente, que es 100% en español y es deportes, un formato diferente, un formato muy moderno que les prometo les va a gustar. Véanlo por ahí. JPAW TV Productions. There you go, my peoples. Ahí lo tienen. Pues sí, este canal es de boxeo y es en inglés porque cubro mayormente boxeo norteamericano. Pero es como le dije, para eso hicimos este canal, para que nuestros televidentes, bueno, las personas que nos ven en línea, puedan pasar por aquí y ver todo el contenido en español. 100%, aquí no hay nada en inglés. Todo lo que ven aquí es en español, mi gente. Así que primero les quiero decir muchas gracias por entrar aquí, pasar un rato conmigo. Volvemos al inglés. So, yeah, my peoples, back to business. Gotta let my peoples know we got a Spanish sports channel, which is 100% Spanish. Let them know we got you. Just go there and boom, you can check it out. But again, man, Tszyu, Bakhram, hold on, man. I don't want to mispronounce the champion's name because Bakhram Murtazaliev. Yes, that's the name. I don't want to mispronounce it. You got to show respect for the champ and whatnot. Let's see what's gonna happen, man. Because you got to remember, Bakhram Murtazaliev is a champion at 154. Terrence Buck Crawford is a champion at 154. And now, remember, Errol Spence and Sebastian Fundora are going to fight. They have a title on the line over there as well. So those are the champions right there at 154. Terrence Buck Crawford, Bakhram Murtazaliev, and Sebastian Fundora. And then you have a lot of people coming up wanting to go after those titles. You got Virgil Ortiz, who wants in on that action. You got Jerome Boots Ennis, who's going to be moving up to the 154 division for that action. So, like I said, man, the 154 division right now is sizzling hot. Murtazaliev brought in a whole new dynamic. There's a whole new setup of matchups that I already want to see with this just one name that just joined as one of the top guys. Because, my peoples, we got to keep it real. Sometimes there's a champion in the division where we don't really consider him one of the top guys. Like, I'll give you an example. When Rollies was one of the champions, people didn't feel like he was one of the best. People felt like he's the weakest champion, and whenever he fights somebody at the top, he's gonna get taken out, which he did. He got stopped by Tank, and now he got stopped by. Did he get stopped by Pitbull? I don't remember now. I think he just got beat up. Yeah, he just got beat up by Pitbull. Point is, you gotta see how it plays out. And when you have a champion that people see him perform the way Murtazaliev did versus Tszyu, that's it. Me personally, I'm like, look no further. I don't need to see anything else. I already know Bakhram Murtazaliev is for real. I don't need to see nothing else. That's it. He's a problem. He's a problem for anybody in the division. Tall, rangy, lets his hands go, got power in both hands. Yo, he's a problem. He's a problem, man. He let them hands go for real, man. That long range 1-2. Yo, Timmy was eating that all night. Well, all night just lasted 3 rounds, but Timmy ate quite a few of those, man. So Bakhram Murtazaliev, he's for real. You gotta respect him, and I think he's gonna go on to do some things at 150. I don't know how old he is. Not sure about his age. If he's in his late 30s, then he don't have a lot of time left. He gotta get moving and make it happen. But the guy can fight. The guy got power. The guy has great physical attributes when it comes to his size. So he's gonna be a problem in the division. I want to see who's gonna step up to fight him next. Who wants that action? Who wants him? We're going to find out. I'm hoping that, it's not going to be one of those situations where nobody wants to fight and he's going to remain inactive for a long time. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope he's going to be back in the ring within, 4 or 5 months. It was only a 3-rounder. He didn't take a lot of damage. So, he's not going to need 6 to 8 months to get back in the ring. If he wanted to, 3, 4 months he could be back fighting again. Let's see how it's all gonna play out. Who wants to challenge him for a title next? Like I said, man, I would love to see Boots move up to 154 and challenge for that IBF title. He's already the IBF champion at the welterweight division. I'm not sure if the IBF has, such a rule where if you move up, you can challenge right away. If you're the champion, you can, get an immediate title shot versus the champion in the following division. I don't know if they do that. I know the WBO does it, but that would be a heck of a fight, in my opinion. Jaron Boots Ennis, Bakhram Murtazaliev. Make that fight happen. That's all I'm saying. So, my peoples, listen. I want to remind y'all, Box Center, the show, live 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Mondays through Fridays. Yo, you can't miss it. You can't miss it. We on fire. And check out the 2 episodes of Bad Beats that are already up. I promise you, if you see Bad Beats, it's automatically going to become your favorite boxing show. If you love boxing, this is your favorite boxing show. Just check it out, and you can thank me later. And damn, my peoples, don't be cheap with that like button, man. Hit that like button. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to Box Center. I'm trying to tell you, join the Box Center family. We on the come up. A lot of special things coming up. By the way, something to keep in mind. On Friday, I was with Blue Blood Sports TV, and we was talking about Terrence Crawford, Canelo Alvarez, Errol Spence versus Fondora, and we spoke about possible matchups and different fighters. You got to check it out. And of course, if you're not subscribed to Blue Blood Sports TV, go ahead and subscribe, man. Blue Blood Sports, that's that boxing content that if you follow boxing, if you understand boxing, you need to check in with Blue. That's all I'm saying. But again, man, Tszyu, I want to see how he'll be able to, if he'll be able to bounce back from this type of beating. It's tough. I've been following boxing for a long time, and I've seen fighters take a beating and never be quite the same again afterwards. So I want to see how is it going to play out. This is the most adversity that Tim has faced in his career. We're talking about, it's not just that he got beat, it's the way that he took a nasty beating and he got blown out. We're talking about in 3 rounds, and he never had a moment where it looked like he had a shot. He never had a moment where it's like, okay, now Timmy's coming back, he's hurting him. Nah. He was like, he got beat up in the first round, then the second round came along, he got beat up worse, and then he just finished getting pummeled in the third. He never really had, it's almost like because he got hurt early, he never really was able to compose himself. He never, recovered. And it's like he was on survival mode, fighting on instinct until ultimately he got stopped. That's a brutal beating. I guess I want to see if he can bounce back physically and mentally. Because I tell you what, man, Tszyu, he's a very talented fighter. Don't listen to the people talking about he's a hype job and he's a bum. Don't listen. The only people who don't know anything about boxing will say such a thing. Tszyu is an elite level fighter. He took a nasty loss. That happens in boxing. Some of the greatest fighters of all time took nasty losses. It doesn't take away from how good he is. It doesn't take away from the warrior that he is. So I still got all the respect in the world for Tszyu. I just want to see if he can bounce back, because it was a tough loss. And he took some nasty shots during those 3 rounds. So let's see how it's all going to play out. And with Bakhram Murtazaliev, I definitely, want to see who he's going to fight next, who's going to step up to the challenge. I already became a fan of his based off of this one performance. I don't see anything. I don't need to see anything else. I already know who he is. He is who he said he was. And now we got to see going forward who's going to step up to the plate and try to challenge for that IBF title. My peoples, I want to thank y'all for hopping on with me, checking me out for a minute, talking boxing with me. You know, that's what we do. Again, check out Box Center, the show at 9 p.m. Eastern Time, Mondays through Fridays. And don't be cheap with that like button, man. Hit that like button. Y'all be too cheap with me, man. What I gotta do to earn that like button from you, man? And of course, subscribe to Box Center. Join the Box Center family because a lot of fire content is coming up. By the way, I'm going to be at a couple of tournaments starting next week. And I'm talking about elite level boxing tournaments. You know, some of the best amateur boxers in the country are going to be there banging it out. And your boy JSmiff is going to be at the neutral corner. So you know that content is going to be crazy. La Reach. Sup. Boom. So again, my peoples, y'all already know what it is. Box Center. This is your favorite boxer's favorite boxing show. Don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. And yo, follow me on Instagram, man. For real. Follow me on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? En serio, no sabía. No sé a qué te refieres cuando dices que no sabías. So yeah, my peoples. Yo, follow me on Instagram. But let me show you my Instagram. Because people always ask me, yo, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram, Jay? I'ma show y'all my Instagram so you can follow me. You know, JSmiff 134. The original boxing content. Ah, sí, señorita, yo hablo español. Le estaba enseñando. Give me a second, my peoples. Let me say a little something in Spanish for my peoples. Le estaba enseñando a todos que tengo un canal de YouTube que es 100% en español. Te lo voy a enseñar, míralo aquí. Este canal de YouTube es nuevo, así que solamente tiene creo que 3 o 4 suscripciones, pero estamos subiendo contenido 100% en español. Es relacionado a deportes, puede ser natación, softball, puede ser también dominos, muchos deportes. Así que si le interesan los deportes y quiere ver un canal que sea 100% en español, le invito a que se suscriban a JPau TV Productions. Este canal somos yo y un reportero legendario de la República Dominicana. Que estamos creando un contenido que es único, un contenido que es moderno, muchos videos, muchas imágenes bien interesantes. Así que si le interesa ver un canal en español en el cual yo estoy manejando junto con mi compañero, yo, suscríbanse ahí, les prometo que les va a gustar. Suscríbanse, mi gente. JPau TV Productions. ¿De qué país tú eres? Yo soy de la República Dominicana. Yo soy dominicano y de hecho ahora mismo estoy en la República Dominicana. Cristi Gutiérrez, saludos. Ya lo saben, mi gente. Hey, suscríbanse. Ah, mira, les quiero enseñar también. Ya vieron que el canal que les dije de YouTube en español, JPau TV, también les quiero enseñar mi Instagram para que se suscriban ahí y puedan ver mi contenido. So my peoples, I'm going to show you my Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Because people always asking me, yo, what's your Instagram? What's your Instagram? So I can follow you. And so a lot of people who are subscribed to the YouTube channel don't follow me on Instagram because they don't know where to find me. So boom, I got you with my Instagram right now. Check it. This is, where do I go? Here. Where am I? Oh, wait a minute. Boom, I think it's here. No, here. Wait up, my people. I'm lost over here. Okay, here we go. So look, this is my Instagram, my people. Ay, no se ve nada. Can you see it? No sé si lo pueden ver. I don't know if you can see it, but it says JSmiff 134. Dice J Smith 134. So there you have it, my peoples. That's my Instagram. If you're interested in boxing, if you love boxing, forget about just interested. If you love boxing, follow me on Instagram. I'm always posting, boxing content. Muchas gracias, Cristi Gutiérrez. Se aprecia mucho el apoyo. Y si no quiero, si no quieres, mi niña, ¿qué te puedo decir? No te puedo obligar. Es solamente si te gusta. Si te gusta, dale para allá. Si no te gusta, ¿qué puedes hacer? Soy lesbiana, ¿me ayudan? Bueno, ¿qué te digo, mi niña? Yo no te puedo ayudar porque yo no soy lesbiana. Entonces, no sé cómo yo te podría ayudar. Pero como le dije, mi gente, suscríbanse al canal de YouTube en español. Síganme al Instagram. Es lo que te digo, mi hija. Tú siendo lesbiana, yo no me puedo poner una peluca y decirte, ay, yo también soy lesbiana. Entonces, imagínate. No te puedo ayudar por ahí, solo te digo, busca a alguien que te haga feliz. Ya, y tú lo vas a encontrar eso. De nuevo, mi gente, muchas gracias por entrar, chequear, hanguear conmigo aquí un rato. Suscríbanse al canal en español, síganme en Instagram. Les aseguro que viene un contenido muy bueno por ahí. My peoples, I appreciate you hopping on with me. I'm in the Dominican Republic. Over here is 4:20 in the morning, so I don't know where you guys are, but I appreciate you jumping on with me, spending a little bit of time, talking boxing and whatnot. And again, yo, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe. We're going to be talking boxing. And I promise you, yo, this whole week, everybody's going to be talking about Tszyu, Bakhram, Murtazaliev. Everybody's going to be talking about that. El fantasma's in the building, hermano mío. El fantasma de Geraldo Leden. ¿Qué es lo que usted dice, mi hermano? Nah, yo, we was talking boxing for a little bit. I've been out here for 27 minutes and whatnot. Yo, estábamos hablando de lo que pasó con Tszyu y Bakhram Murtazaliev. What a fight, man. That fight, nobody expected it. Nobody knew Bakhram Murtazaliev was that type of fighter. That's the way it played out. That's the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. So, my peoples, I appreciate you jumping in with me. Shout out to everybody who always showing me love, who always come on the channel, checking me out. And I got some special things coming up for y'all, man. Go check out the episode. I was with Blue Blood Sports TV. We was talking a lot of the good fights that are coming up, a lot of the best fighters that are active right now. So check me out on Blue Blood Sports TV. I'm going to be, Blue Blood Sports, that's my guy. If you haven't subscribed to that channel, go ahead and subscribe, man. Because for real, if you know, you know. Blue Blood Sports is the connections. You know what I'm saying? He's going to give you that boxing info firsthand. Take it from him. When he tell you it is what it is, take that. So again, subscribe to Blue Blood Sports TV. Subscribe to Box Center. Follow me on IG. And I appreciate y'all support, my peoples. Y'all already know what it is. JSmiff. I'm your connections. I'm your plug. This is your favorite boxer's favorite boxing show. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm out of here. Peace.